Hey guys, I'm Mrs. Koester and I am so excited to be your biology teacher this year. This video that you're watching is to introduce you a little bit to the course, but it's also to get you practicing watching videos at home because in this year in biology, you will be getting a large portion of your content by watching videos at home. So this is just sort of your first practice video. So on the screen, you can see my schedule for where I'm located all day, every day at Lassiter. I do teach another subject, Honors Anatomy and Physiology, but if you're watching this video, it's because you have me for biology. So if you have me 5th period, there will be an additional teacher in there. His name is Coach Donaldson. And if you have me 6th period, there will be an additional teacher in there as well, and her name is Miss Zingler. And we are all excited for a great year in biology. So one of the reasons I make this video is because I spent an entire year getting to know you, so I think it's only fair that you get to know a little bit about me, your teacher. These are some of the things that I love, and as we go through the year, you'll see my Starbucks and my candles and my Chick-fil-A. I am a graduate of Cobb County Schools. I went through Addison Elementary, J.J. Daniel Middle, and then I did graduate from Sprayberry, but don't worry, I am a Trojan through and through now. I got my undergraduate degrees from the University of Georgia, so go Dogs. You'll hear me cheering for them all year long. I got my degrees in biology and psychology. And then I got my graduate degree, my master's degree in biology education from Kennesaw State University. So obviously the most important thing to me is my family. I have 3 little boys, and I'll tell you a little bit about each of them. I am married to Mr. Koester. We've been married for almost 11 years now. He is a major in the U.S. Army. He works full-time for the Georgia National Guard. He is scheduled to deploy at the end of this year, so if you could just keep him in your thoughts, that would be great. My oldest son, Ethan, just turned 6 this summer. He's into all things science. He plays baseball. His current obsession is actually Indiana Jones. He had an Indiana Jones birthday party this year. My middle son is Grant, and he is 3 and a half. He was born February 5th, 2015, and he is a bundle of energy. He loves the attention on him and will do anything and everything to get that attention. We call him our Sour Patch Kid because one minute he's sour and the next minute he's sweet, but he is always fun. And then my youngest son is Carson. He is 7 months old, and I mean, maybe I'm biased, but I'm pretty sure he's the most adorable baby that has ever existed on this earth. We do have a dog. His name is Crosby. He's getting pretty old and slow. He's almost 13 years old, but he's my first kid, so you'll hear me talk about him a lot too. Okay, so now the rest of the video is going to be reviewing just some really important things I want you to know about our course. You'll find all of these things on the syllabus, which if you haven't already, you need to find that on the blog, on the class website. You need to review it, you need to print it, and then you need to acknowledge that you have reviewed the syllabus by filling out a little form online. So the first thing I want you to notice is that the way we grade things in here is a little bit different than what you're probably used to. Traditional grading is like tests are worth 50% and labs are worth this percent, but in biology we utilize what's called standards-based grading, so every unit is worth a different percentage depending on how much time we spend on that unit. So you'll notice our first unit is only 5% of your grade this semester, but our last unit of the semester, genetics, we spend a long time on, so it's worth 20% of your grade. So the point of that is to show you that like this is the unit where you don't want to slack off, right? Even though it's the end of the semester, it's worth the most of your grade. You're going to find that each unit consists of sort of the same layout, right? You have a unit packet of daily work, which I'll talk about more in just a second. You're going to have labs and hands-on activities in every unit. You'll have projects, some are small, some are major. You'll have quizzes, and then you'll have tests. And the majority of our tests, I think except for 2, consist of both multiple choice and free response, and they end up being worth the biggest portion of your grade. So when I say unit packet, all of the stuff that we do on a day-to-day basis, the notes organizers, the graphic organizers, the practice work, any web quests we do, those minor classroom activities that are fun, but then you have to write a bunch of stuff down, those are going to be part of your unit packet that will always be due on the day of the test. Every single test you will have a unit packet due. And I'll keep that list for you. I write the numbers on your pages. Just make sure you're keeping up with that. Okay, a couple of things to highlight from the syllabus. Tardy in my class. Being on time in my class means that you are in your seat working on your warm-up when the bell stops ringing. That means that your phone is put away, your headphones have been taken out, you are not running through the door throwing yourself in the classroom as the last bell is ringing. If that is the case, you will be marked tardy. And typically I don't even say anything to you. You're just late and I mark you tardy in Synergy. But the thing to know is that 3 tardies results in an automatic administrative write-up. So being on time in my class is very, very important. We utilize every minute of class time for work, so make sure you are on time. If you're late to school, first period, you will have to check in through PPO in the front office. So you can't just show up late to first period. Make sure you check in. All right, read the syllabus carefully on cheating because there are some things to highlight in a science course. Obviously, we do a lot of labs, and most of those labs are in groups. So we do want you to collaborate. We encourage you to do that. We want you to discuss things. But what you write down on paper, make sure you write that down in your own words. So even though you're going to talk about things together, make sure that what you write down is your answer and in your own words so that you're not accused of cheating and then both of you get a 0. Okay, the on-level biology policy. This is not a Mrs. Koester thing. This is an on-level biology team thing. We do not accept late work, ever. That might be different than what you're used to in middle school, so make sure you learn that rule now, okay? When things are due, things are due. So then we make sure we do a really good job of letting you know when due dates are. So how do you know when something is due? Obviously, we're going to say it a million times in class. It will always be on the class website. I do utilize text message reminders, so make sure you do that. So I would encourage you right now to sign up for these text message reminders if you haven't already. So hit pause on this video and text this right here, this number, and then text this message at Koester LHS, and that will sign you up for reminders. I send reminders about everything. I encourage your parents to sign up for those as well, because I know that sometimes I'll see a text and just skip it, but if you have a mom or a dad going, hey, I saw you have a test tomorrow, oh, that's another reminder to study. Okay, what if you're absent? You do not need to come up to me when you are absent and say, hey, what did I miss yesterday? Did we do anything? Because of course we did something. So I would like you to do a couple of things before you ever come see me. And the first one is going to be check the class website, because I put everything that you need on the class website. So you can print it off, do it on your own. You never even need to see me. If you want a hard copy of something that you can't print, I will have extras in the tray that's in the classroom. See classmate for notes, and then if you've done all of those things, make sure you see me. If your absence is excused, you do get however many days you were absent plus an additional day to make up work. If you're absent the day before a test, that is always a review day. We won't be learning anything new, so you will still be required to take the test on the original scheduled day, so keep that in mind. Okay, extra help. We do have a calendar for biology extra help. They're held by all the biology teachers. You can go to any of them. They're posted outside my classroom door. So always see that there's one session a week. If you want to schedule a one-on-one extra help time, I'm available before school. I'm available after school. I'm available during ASE. But all of those things have to be done by appointment. You can't just show up because I have meetings. So we need to make sure that we work around those. Okay, I utilize what's called a flipped classroom, which is what you're doing right now, right? The traditional classroom, the teacher would stand at the front of the room, talk, and then send you on your way with homework. Well, we flip that. You watch a little video at home that covers the majority of the content, and then we do all that hard stuff in class together that you used to have to do on your own at home. So it's a much better way to utilize our class time together. I will always give you several days to complete the assignment, but they are things that you have to watch online. So if for some reason you don't have access to them at home, make sure you pay attention to these Media Center hours right here. Our Media Center is awesome about providing time for you to get to the Media Center before, after school, and during your lunch period. So the benefit of this, watching these videos instead of me standing at the front of the room talking the entire time, is that it allows you to work at your own pace, rewatch any information when you need to, access the information at home right before a test. You can play it and use it for review, and then it gives us time to do more hands-on activities, more reviewing, more higher level thinking, more questioning when I am there to help you, as opposed to doing those things on your own at home. Okay, some important links. If you ever need to contact me, email is my preferred method of communication. We will have access to an online textbook. The county is in the process of adopting a new textbook for biology. So as soon as I have that information, I will be sure to give that to you. And then obviously my class website is going to be a website you want to have bookmarked. And if you don't know how to do that, Google it. It's super easy, but you don't want to have to type that in every single time. So just have it as a bookmark so that you can always go to it as one of your favorited pages. So I asked my students in the past, generally speaking, what were your tools for success in this course? And they gave various answers in their survey results, but the biggest one being utilizing that flipped classroom and watching those video lectures. Any student that has had me will tell you, if you don't watch those videos, you will be 2 steps behind everyone else all the time, which is not a good feeling. So make sure you watch those videos. We're using quizzes for test review, reviewing your unit packets. I'll let you sort of read this on your own. I asked them, what advice would you give to incoming students, such as yourself, taking biology with me? And these were some of the things that they said. So again, I'll let you pause on this and read some of these on your own. Some of them are pretty funny, like cheer for the dogs. Okay, that'll always get you on my good side. And then I asked them, what was your favorite activity, lab, or project, just so you could have some things to look forward to. So again, if you want to pause on this, you can read about some of the fun things that you'll be doing in biology. This course, if you ask students that have taken it with me, they'll tell you it's fun, but it can be hard, right? Typically for freshman year, biology and math are the two hardest subjects. So just make sure you stay on top of the work. I will do my part to make sure that you have everything you need, I promise. And if you ever need extra help, please ask. I'm always willing to help. So here are some QR codes, some websites, some important links, some ways for you to access these easily. Make sure on the website you review that syllabus, which is under general class documents, and make sure you submit the form that says, yes, I've read the syllabus, I've signed it. You need to sit down and do that with your parents because there's some information that I need from them as well. And that is it from me for today. I hope that you got to know a little bit about me. I'm really looking forward to another wonderful year teaching biology here at Lassiter High School and getting to know you a little bit better. Have a great day.